before I get started, I'd like to thank a few people for being here. We have, I see 3 members of our great Board of Trustees, and I tell people this is my 23rd year as a superintendent, and it's the best Board of Trustees I've ever worked with. And we have our President, Don Ryan, here. We have our Vice President, Mr. Tom Jackson, and we also have our board member and immediate past President, Mr. Bob Cody, here, and certainly we appreciate them joining us here today. We also have some other distinguished guests. We have Antoinette Montgomery, who is the Senior Director of Head Start back here. We have Pam Wells, who is the Region 4 Executive Director. And our wonderful Cyfair Houston Chamber of Commerce President and CEO, Leslie Martone, has joined us here also. So we appreciate them being here. We also have some senior members of my staff here. We have Teresa Hall, Chief of Staff in Cyfair ISD. We have the best CFO in the state, Stuart Snow, here. And we have our Associate Superintendent for Human Resources and Student Services, Dr. Deborah Stewart, here. So we appreciate him joining us here.
And Roy.
Oh, okay. I didn't see Roy come in. He took my spot. And we also have Associate Superintendent in charge of construct. Well, I'm not even going to go through his total. Roy Sprague here. So we're proud that they joined us. We're extremely proud to be in an elite group of 55 school districts to earn a 5-star fast rating from the Comptroller for our academic and financial performance, and an even more specialized group of 11 school districts who have won the 5-star rating for 4 consecutive years or every year that it's been offered. I can also say we're the largest school district to receive that award, and certainly we're proud of that. In public education, it's not simply enough to be strong academically. Districts must be strong financially as well. By that I mean we need to be wise with taxpayer dollars and make sure that we get the most of everything we spend. In Cypress-Fairbanks, we have done that, and the benefit has been for all students, including those that you will see or that you have seen today at Holbrook Elementary. It is fitting that we are here at Holbrook today because the school has been one of our top performers in the FAST program for over the years. Holbrook was one of only 317 campuses statewide to receive the Comptroller's Texas Honor Circle Award in 2013. The Cougars are certainly in an exclusive company statewide. Now get this number. Our 36 campuses in CFISD who made the Texas Honors Circle accounted for more than 11% statewide of all campuses that were honored this year. So that's certainly something that we're proud of when you consider there are, I believe, over 6,000 campuses in the state of Texas, and 11% of those that are honored are Cyfair school districts. So certainly we're well represented, not just at the district level, but at our campus level. We feel that we have been good stewards of the money given to us in Cypress-Fairbanks ISD, and we're so delighted that Comptroller Combs chose us to be one of her districts to highlight. She has a very difficult job, and Stuart, I go back to the idea that you have to make budget estimates every year. She has to try to do that in 2-year cycles, predicting what the revenue and what the expenses will be for one of the largest states in the union for a 2-year period. Comptroller Combs has been in her office for 7 years. She's in her 2nd term. She's a former state representative. She's the first female ag commissioner, and before that she was a DA that handled child abuse cases. And certainly that says a lot about her commitment to the children of this state. And on behalf of Cyfair ISD, we are so proud that you are here today, and we welcome you to Cyfair ISD.
Well, I'm delighted to be here. It's really an honor to be here at any 5-star campus, but in particular to this one, as Dr. Henry pointed out, at Principal Garcia, this is the 4th year in a row. And as CFO of the state, and Mr. Snow as CFO of the district, you really do take a look at sort of the cost benefit when you spend other people's money. And one of the things you want to do is you want to deliver the maximum value for the dollars that you invest. And 2009 was when this legislation passed. And I want to kind of walk you through these charts because I think it's important. In 2009, the legislature said, let's take a look at how we allocate money. And that's what FAST is, Financial Allocation Study of Texas.org. What we have to do is we take the TEA academic performance data, and with an algorithm that was given to us and worked on nationally, led by Dr. Lori Taylor of Texas A&M, we then looked at spending categories. And that was really very, very difficult to do. I ranch out in the Big Bend, Marathon ISD, K through 12, has 48 kids. It's hard to find anybody that compares to Marathon ISD. And so obviously Houston ISD is not in the same cohort. So you have to get that right. And then this, I think, is particularly telling. What you have here is, this is the distribution of the stars, 1 star, 1.5, up to 5. There's only 5% of the school districts, only 5% are in the 5-star category. The overwhelming majority, you're looking at almost 55%, are sitting there in the 2.5 to 3.5. You guys have sort of climbed to the pinnacle, and you've done it 4 years in a row, which if you were an athlete, you're hitting a 10 as you come off the balance beam or whatever. Now, this is another way to look at this, and I want you to think about this. We have tried to represent how the distribution is. These other spots are your fellow members of your cohort. You're the top. And what I say to folks in your cohort is, instead of the old adage, look, go west, young man, go north, young schools. Go north, go up. These people are on the pinnacle. And so they need to be looking to you, and they need to be finding out from Dr. Henry and Ms. Garcia, what are they doing that is so smart? Now, the other thing's kind of interesting to me, and I ranch way out in the middle of nowhere, way out here. But look at this distribution. This actually reflects the population. About 80% of the population of the state of Texas is on I-35 or east. They're all here. All the people are here. So the distribution is not unreflective of the state's population. But you guys have done an incredible job. And what you've done, I think most importantly, is you have said, who counts? Well, it's the kids. And these children coming in, and the children here singing, that's what we're all about. All of us care about all of these kids. And you've done this in a couple of ways. You have the right attitude. Cyfair District and all of your campuses, Yvette and I had a chance to talk about, birthdays, but she's been a staunch booster here at Holbrook. You have the right attitude, and so it's not always money, it's you put money where the brains are. You've had a conservative budgeting process, as Mr. Snow knows, because it's always somebody else's money, and you want to deliver the best value. You've got a culture, believe it or not, of a small district mindset, even though you're big and you're booming. And of course, all your curriculum, which I found out is developed in-house, which means it's tailored for you. It is very much destined for the population that you're serving. And last but not least, is school construction. That's really of interest to me. We cite Cyfair schools in our materials, and we're going to be putting on the web about April the 15th the information that we've gotten. We sent an open records request to every school district back in October, and we asked them to give us information about school construction, because that's where a lot of money goes, and that'll be up on the web in April 15th, and I expect Cyfair to do well again. Your graduation rate, this is pretty amazing. Graduation rate for Cyfair is 90.1%. For those who graduated, continued, or if you've got a GED, it goes up to almost 96%. You're doing everything right. You're taking care of your kids, you're nurturing your kids, you have this small community cluster, you've got the chamber here, you've got the education service centers here, you've got all the folks here who care, and what you've done is you are a model. and I just hope people will understand, this didn't happen by happenstance. You worked at it. The board worked at it, your staff worked at it, your principal worked at it, all of you did. My hat's off to you. As CFO for the state, I know that when you do things right for kids, good things happen. And so I'm delighted, and don't ever say we're from the government and not here to bring you something. I'm the evil tax collector, but I do have a little prezi, so Dr. Henry and Ms. Garcia, come back up. I got a little prezi. Okay. You're at school, you get this Texas Honors Circle Award, and I want you to look at this. These 5 little red schoolhouses, this is to show the 5 stars, and this is what Madam Garcia did in her school district, and this is a huge accomplishment, and let's give her a big hand. You get paper. Dr. Henry, I just want to say thank you for all your work here at Cypher and all the work you've done. These 4 years of 5 stars, keep on keeping on. Thank you. Congratulations.